What's up, guys? It's your boy Sports PSP in the building. Man, what a great football weekend it was today. Fortunately for me, I was dead wrong with my predictions. I had San Francisco over Philadelphia, and which turned out I was more than wrong. I was flat out wrong. I was stupid, dumb, delusional, whatever word you want to use in terms of my prediction. But Philly won this one 31-7. 31-7. Brock Purdy did get hurt in the first half, and then Josh Johnson came in. I just knew from the moment Josh Johnson fumbled the football when the Eagles were up 14-7. The Eagles were going to win because Josh Johnson, at this point in his career, he's about 35, 36 years old, a journeyman quarterback. I don't really expect much from him. I don't expect someone like Josh Johnson to deliver the goods. Give a lot of credit to the Philadelphia Eagles offensively, but also their defense as well. Their defense was outstanding in the game. I mean, they only allowed 83 yards passing as well as 81 yards rushing. So you're going to win a lot of games when you give up less than 200 yards of team offense. I mean, when your defense plays this well, I mean, if you look at the first downs, Philadelphia 25, San Francisco 11. If you look at total plays, Philly had 70 total plays, San Francisco 45. Time of possession, Philly 37 minutes to 26 seconds, San Francisco 22 minutes to 34 seconds. So total yards, San Francisco had 164. The Eagles had 269. Their defense was the primary reason they won this game. I mean, their defensive line, they played well. I mean, Hassan Reddick had 2 sacks in the game. Javon Hargrave had a sack. So their defensive line was outstanding. And when it counted as far as getting opportunities, cashing the check, they got the job done. Kyle Shanahan, unfortunately for him, the narrative is until he wins a Super Bowl, he's the new Andy Reid, a very good head coach that just can't win the big one. And that was Andy Reid before he won his Super Bowl in Kansas City. Very good coach, 5 NFC Championship games in Philadelphia. Only 1 Super Bowl appearance, didn't win a Super Bowl. So Kyle Shanahan, he's been to 3 NFC Championship games, only 1 Super Bowl appearance, no Super Bowl rings. It sucks for the defensive coordinator, DeMeco Ryans, because I don't know how he's going to. I mean, I still believe he should be a head coach in the NFL. I really do. But this game right here, the NFC Championship game, I hope it doesn't cost him an opportunity as far as getting a head coaching job. But this is not the way you want to end your time as a defensive coordinator. That's for sure. But tip your hats off to the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts, he has proved doubters significantly wrong. He has gotten better. Everyone thought he couldn't succeed in the NFL. There were questions about his passing ability. He's proved doubters wrong. Nick Sirianni has done a hell of a job coaching the team. The additions of A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith have been big. Their defense played phenomenal. So tip your hats off to the Philadelphia Eagles. And then in the AFC Championship game, best game because it was a highly competitive game. I had Cincinnati winning this one 31-30. And at the end of the day, I was wrong. Just like my prediction with San Francisco, Philadelphia, I was wrong. Kansas City won 23-20. And if I had to grade Patrick Mahomes' performance on a scale of 1 to 10, he was a 100. Given the circumstances that he was in that game, with that ankle injury, 29 of 43, 326 yards, 2 touchdown passes, a passer rating of 105.4. He had to do it without Hardman, and Juju Smith-Schuster and Kadarius Toney. Marquez Valdes-Scantling had the game of his career. 6 catches, 116 yards, a touchdown. Joe Burrow, I actually thought that the Bengals was going to win when he had when the Bengals had their last drive. And Chris Jones made the key sack in that game. Chris Jones played well. He had a hell of a year this season. He was sensational. He had 2 sacks. He was sensational. He made the key play with the big sack as well as with Mahomes in the run, and I'm going to get into that in just a sec. So when I look at the Kansas City Chiefs, I underestimated them. I didn't think that the Kansas City Chiefs was going to win. I was wrong. And I give a lot of credit to Patrick Mahomes. I give a lot of credit to Andy Reid. Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator, only held the Bengals to just 20 points. And Joe Burrow did have 2 interceptions in that game. So you did win the turnover battle. So when you're at home and when you win the turnover battle, Cincinnati only had 2 turnovers. Kansas City won, of course, with the Patrick Mahomes fumble that put the Bengals 20-20. It was tied at 20-20 after the fumble. But at the end of the day, Mahomes got that job done. And that run. And unfortunately for the Bengals, the late penalty hit by 58. I don't know who the player is. I'm going to get into that in just a second. That was a huge, costly penalty on that play. That was a huge, costly penalty. And it put the Chiefs in field goal position to hit the game-winning field goal. Harrison Butker made the game-winning football. Tip your hats off to him. He played well. This was a signature, outstanding performance by Patrick Mahomes. This is one of the reasons why he is the best quarterback in the NFL. And the player I'm just referring to, Joseph Ossai. Let me get into that in just a sec. Joseph Ossai with the late penalty hit on Patrick Mahomes. I mean, Mahomes had to run, had to get that first down on that ankle. And he got it. And then he got an extra 15 yards because of the late penalty hit by Joseph Ossai. So, what a hell of a game between these two teams. I'm just flabbergasted because Patrick Mahomes still, he just finds a way to get the job done. Regardless of the circumstances, he just finds ways to get it done. So you got to tip your hats off to him regardless. And we're going to see the Chiefs versus the Eagles in the Super Bowl. We're also going to see Andy Reid going up against his old team, the Philadelphia Eagles, in which he's coached for 14 years. And we're also going to be very excited as well because we're not going to see one, but two black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. I don't think, has that ever happened? I mean, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes. Oh, man. But what a hell of an NFL weekend. Those are my thoughts, guys. What was your thoughts about the whole San Francisco-Philadelphia game? And what also your thoughts about the Cincinnati-Kansas City game? Was it more bad 49ers and Bengals or more good Eagles and Chiefs? How does this game put Patrick Mahomes as far as one of the greatest quarterbacks and one of the greatest players in NFL history? Because it took every bit of him in order for the Chiefs to win and much more. Other than that, it's your boy Sports PSP. Hope you all enjoying the rest of your day, and God bless.